Welcome back to the One Woman Island, everybody. I'm Danielle Russell, and this is my island, Population Many. I make YouTube videos every second Tuesday meant to inspire and empower you to be independent while also knowing when to lean on others for help. So here's the situation, people, and I'm not talking about a guy from New Jersey. We discovered that there had been some water damage under one of the windows at the back of our house, which was forcing the mortar to pop upwards as the water pressure or moisture pressure had increased. We leaned on an expert to come in and make the necessary repairs. But now we've got a little bit of a gap between the new window ledge and the old window frame. We want to make sure that no water can ever get in again. Really quickly, so that everybody can understand what we're talking about, I'm going to pop a picture in here to show you exactly what that damage looked like before it was repaired. Also going to take a tour of the backyard. We'll take a look at the window ledge, and also, because I know I'm going to have a little bit of extra caulking, I'm going to be reinstalling the dryer vent to allow me to really get in there and get a good clean, because you definitely do not want lint piling up in your dryer vent. As you can see, the mortar's been replaced down here, and because this piece here was starting to bow, we do have a little bit of a gap that we're wanting to seal. So I'm going to be cleaning this up to make sure I have a nice clean surface when I bring out the caulking gun. One of the first items of business is to remove this piece and as much of the caulking as possible so that we have a fresh canvas to work with. Once I assessed the extent of the project, it was time to head to Home Depot. When I got home from Home Depot, it was time to head to my workshop in the basement to get some of the tools I need to finish the project. So how did I select this from that huge wall of caulkings I had available to me at Home Depot? You want to be really careful to be reading the instructions on something like this. Now let's talk a little bit about this sealant which I purchased. This is an all-purpose sealant, and it's good for metal and masonry, which are the two materials that I'm wanting to stick together in the back. Because of my background as the daughter of an industrial chemist, I am able to select a product like this without any assistance. However, if you do find that big selection daunting and you've already read all of the items and instructions, the materials it sticks to, and you're still confused, please do ask for help. So this is one of the tools that I'm picking up here in my workshop today. Now, if you don't already own one of these, they are relatively inexpensive. It's a caulking gun, and I'll show you how to use this when we get outside. As you can see in the background, my workshop is another one of those to-do projects waiting to happen. But for now, it was time to head to the backyard and start working on the dryer vent. Probably should have brought a garbage bag.
obviously not perfect, but it's a good surface to adhere the new sealant to, and obviously we'll just leave some of that leftover sealant as well. Every caulking gun you're ever going to have is going to have this little spot to cut. And so I'm going to start by really quickly snipping the end off. Ha! Let's load our caulking gun. We're going to turn and pull all the way out, and then load your caulking in all the way up. Turn the nozzle back over and pull until you've got caulking. Now I'm going to start by caulking just in these corners a little bit. Get us started, get that nice and sealed up, and then before I place my vent, I'm just going to run a bit of a bead around so I've got something to adhere to. Now, I'm going to take my vent and jam this back in here. Looks like a two-handed job for which I've made a nice big mess for myself. So, let's see if I can get this flush with the wall first. And then I'm going to return with the caulk and really just very strategically seal this up back into place. And I did this piece first because this is the much bigger project. And I know I just need to run a nice smooth bead underneath my window when I'm done caulking this up. So we've got this all nicely sealed up.
With the dryer vent securely in place, it was time to seal the bottom of that window.
We're going to just really quickly seal this off. Fill that, crack again, and then fill over in corners a bit. This last little bit. Now I'm going to use these gloves and run my finger across the edge just to get a nice smooth surface. Ugh, guess that's what the extra glove's going to be for today. Let's try not to get any of this on my hands. This is obviously why I do these kind of projects near the back of my house, where these kind of goofy messes aren't as obvious to the outside world. Alright. Yes, one more finger. Done. And I'm going to just take this and hold it all in here, and just got a little tiny bit on a couple of my fingers, which isn't too bad for that big of a project. So this is a pretty typical project here for the One Woman Island, getting this nicely sealed up. And of course we see that there are some things that we let the other islanders do so that we can do the things that we're able to do.
There we go, guys. That was another successful adventure on the One Woman Island. Thanks for coming along. If you found this helpful inspiring, or even just entertaining, please like, subscribe, and comment. I really appreciate you joining my community. If you haven't already, I hope you'll pick another video to watch next.